Louis XIII was born in Fontainebleau, the son of King Henry IV and Marie de Medici. His childhood unfolded amid court intrigues and tense politics, where the fate of the future monarch was decided early through the struggles of rival factions. Becoming king at the age of 9, Louis XIII was first overshadowed by his mother, the regent, and later guided by Cardinal Richelieu. Their alliance transformed France into the strongest power in Europe. Louis, who loved music and hunting, remained a reserved and often ailing man. His reign was marked by the consolidation of royal authority and the weakening of the nobility. He once declared, "I would rather give up my crown than my cardinal." This phrase reflects his devotion to Richelieu and his awareness that France's greatness depended on him. Anna of Austria was born in the mid-16th century to Emperor Maximilian II and Maria of Spain. Raised in the Habsburg court, she grew up with a strict education, shaped by deep religious values and a sense of dynastic duty. As the wife of Philip II of Spain, Anna of Austria became Queen of Sicily and an essential figure in dynastic politics. Her marriage strengthened the Habsburg-Spanish alliance, while her piety and modesty earned her deep respect at court. Though overshadowed by her stern husband, contemporaries admired her gentle nature and loyalty. Her early death was seen as a blow not only to her family, but to the very ideal of unity. It was said that with her, the dynasty lost its heart. Lucas Cranach the Elder was born in the town of Cranach in Upper Franconia. His childhood unfolded in his father's workshop, where he studied drawing and painting from an early age. Even as a youth, he demonstrated rare mastery, which quickly brought him into the circles of wealthy patrons. Cranach the Elder became one of the most influential painters of the German Renaissance. He served as court painter to the Saxon electors, producing religious works, portraits, and allegories. A special part of his legacy are engravings and paintings that supported the Reformation and Martin Luther. Contemporaries admired his unique ability to blend the elegance of the Italian Renaissance with northern austerity. His workshop turned into a true artistic factory, where pupils and sons worked to meet the immense demand for his art. Art must be the mirror of its time, he reminded his students, and in this lay his strength. Infanta Maria of Portugal was born in the early 16th century, daughter of King Manuel I of Portugal and his third wife, Infanta Eleanor of Austria. Raised at the Lisbon court, she was surrounded by art and politics, immersed in the brilliance and grandeur of her dynasty. Maria was considered one of the richest princesses of her time. She was called the Pearl of the Iberian Peninsula, and her inheritance made her a desirable bride at many courts. Although her marriage to Emperor Charles V never happened, she retained influence in political affairs. Maria supported humanists and the arts, and was deeply involved in charity. Her destiny was often compared to that of an unfulfilled empress. She shone like a crown she never wore. George Sand, born Amandine Aurélie Lucille Duping, first saw the world in Paris. Her childhood unfolded in Nohant-Vic, where she grew up in a provincial yet cultured setting. Broadly educated, she showed a youthful drive for independence, constantly defying the traditional expectations placed upon women. George Sand left a deep mark on literature, creating novels filled with passion, social ideas, and the pursuit of freedom. She boldly defended women's equality, challenged conventions, wore men's clothes, and smoked cigars. Her affairs with Musset and Chopin became legendary. The heart does not err. It is the mind that fails. Her books inspired revolutionaries and romantics, and her image became a symbol of independence and inner strength. Even centuries later, she still captivates readers, as if a contemporary voice revealing the hidden sides of the soul. Georges Louis Leclerc, Comte de Buffon, was born in Montbard, Burgundy. Raised in a wealthy family, he showed early interest in mathematics and natural sciences. He studied in Dijon and Paris, receiving a broad education that shaped his future as a thinker and scientist. As keeper of the Royal Botanical Garden, Buffon devoted more than 30 years to his monumental natural history. His works combined scientific rigor with literary elegance, making them accessible to the public. He reflected on the origins of Earth and life, anticipating evolutionary ideas. Contemporaries called him the poet of nature. Great style arises from clarity of thought. Buffon influenced not only science, but also Enlightenment philosophy, becoming a symbol of reason and harmony with nature. Anna Jagiellon was the daughter of King Sigismund I, the Old of Poland and Bona Sforza. She was born in Krakow and raised in the Renaissance court. Despite her noble origins, her youth was spent waiting for a marriage that was long delayed due to political circumstances. Anna Jagiellon became Queen of Poland and wife of Stephen Bathory, with whom she shared the throne. During her reign, tensions between the nobility and the crown grew, but she played a key role in maintaining balance and preserving the Jagiellon dynasty's legacy. Her life was often described as tragic long years of solitude, and a late marriage left their mark. Yet she is remembered for her resilience and wisdom. Greatness is not born in victories, but in the ability to endure trials. Paolo Renier was born in Venice to a wealthy merchant family. He received a classical education and from an early age showed interest in public service, taking part in diplomatic missions. His persistence and political flexibility helped him rise through the hierarchy of the Venetian Republic. At the peak of his career, Renier became the Doge of Venice during an era when the Republic had already lost much of its power. His rule fell in troubled times. Foreign weakness and internal disputes threatened stability. Contemporaries described him as an intelligent yet stubborn statesman. He actively defended Venetian interests in negotiations with Austria and the Ottoman Empire, though critics saw him as overly conservative. "Venice is a light that cannot be extinguished," Renier declared, emphasizing his belief in the Republic's immortality.